Hello everyone, this is Stefan from Lush and Salty Aquariums. Good evening, this is a late night video and this is the last aquarium on my timers to still have its lights on, so I thought I'd give you an update on it because I had to do something important to improve the overall aesthetic of this tank. It just had continued to get browner and browner, and what I mean by that is the tannins from that piece of driftwood right there, excuse me, even though the tank has been set up for some time, I was getting an inordinate amount of tannins in the water leaching from that piece of wood. And while I don't think it hurt the health of any of the plants or animals in this tank, it looked like crap and I got sick of it. This is not intended to be a black water tank, even though you could argue that these beautiful gold neon tetras or albino tetras, I'm not sure what they are, sold to me as gold neons, but I have a feeling they're albino tetras. Either way, you can make a case that these fish would look lovely in a black water tank, popping because of their color against the dark brown, but it just wasn't working out that way. I couldn't see these gorgeous crypts in the back, those plants which have the purple and green and that stem effect which creates a small forest. I could not see the deep lush greens of these Anubias petite, which have been colonizing so nicely along the base of that piece of driftwood and the other one I have going up here. And it was annihilating what's left of this Monte Carlo carpet, which, even though I'm using CO2, is no longer prolific in this tank. It's dying out. I do not mind these little clumps, and you see the soil, the substrate is immaculate, so they're not causing any brown detritus or kind of gnarly effect. And if anything, they look kind of cool, and that light green works so nicely, as an accent color to this different kind of green, and then yet another kind of green. So the studies of green in this tank and those beautiful tetras, as well as a profusion of cherry shrimp, I'm really liking the way that looks under this light. And I'm glad I did what I did. So what did I do to alleviate the brown water? Super simple, folks. I bought these simple little filter packets which have a floss and charcoal, and they're dirt cheap, and they come in a, I don't know, bag of 3 or 5 groups like that. You can get them online or at your LFS. And I just popped one in on top of the little cubes I have in there, the what do you call it, the organic filtration media that wasn't doing any cleaning, just providing a healthy environment for the fish, but no filtration per se, not really. This little bag overnight cleaned all the water. You can see how dirty it is. I've already used 2 or 3 in less than a week, and it continues to collect all the tannins and obviously other things, but mostly the tannins, creating a much more normal, if that's the right word, aesthetic for this aquarium. And then I'll just pull that bag out, chuck it, and add another one in. Like I said, they're about $1 each, and well worth it to me to get this beautiful tank in the shape that it's in now. I've already went over the plants and the fish and the invertebrates that are in here. That's pretty much it as far as that goes, but I did not mention the hallmark of most of my tanks. I have some of this lucky palm growing out from it, so an immersed group of plants. The roots here have taken into the substrate. They help with the filtration, and I just love, as I have in all my tanks, something coming out of the top. You see the lights are off on this cube here, but in all my tanks. I have pothos or lucky palm or something along those lines growing out from the top, as well as frogbit, and in some tanks duckweed. There's some of it here. There will undoubtedly be more. If anyone knows duckweed, that's what's going to happen, but it's easy to clean when you don't have a lid on the tank. You just run your net across the top and you get a pile of it, and you can do with it as you see fit. So that's my late evening update on this gorgeous little nano tank. If you have any comments, thoughts, observations, ideas, questions, please hit me up. I'm happy to help. That's why I do this. It's fun. I get such a kick out of being able to offer any sort of useful assistance. And I know I've gotten that back in spades from all my other aquarium fanatics on YouTube. So, with that being said, I want to say always keep your hands in the tank, and ciao for now.